Hey everyone, my name is Dalia De Leon, and I decided to start this YouTube channel to talk about my military life and what it's like to be an LPN in the Army.
And my name is Haley McMullen. I'm going to be discussing with you guys about what I do in the Army as a 6'8" Foxtrot, also known as a physical therapy specialist.
Okay, so I'm going to be doing a Q&A for the first video, and I have your guys' questions from Instagram. Haley's going to be reading them off to me. Alright, for starters, we're going to talk about why we joined. So, Haley, why did you join?
Well, I joined just because it's something that my family has always done. I tried joining right out of high school. Parents said, hell no, you're not joining out of high school. You're going to go to college first. So I did my 4 years of college, graduated college, and decided I still wanted to be in the Army. So here I am.
Okay.
By the way, if you get some college credits, you can come in with more rank, which means more money.
Definitely do that. I had college credits and I didn't use them, so I came in as an E1. I could have came in as an E2, but no.
Was it called an E-Fuzzy?
Yeah.
An E-Fuzzy?
Yeah, because you have no rank on your uniform, and it's just this little patch with nothing on it. Yeah, so I joined to help my mom get her citizenship and to also not be on the waiting list at our community college because their nursing program's like backed up. Yeah. They only choose I think 40 students a year.
Yeah, ours is very similar. And
I don't know, I could be wrong.
A lot of people tend to join for college, like they get their college paid for. If you already have your bachelor's degree paid for, and you already want to come in, the Army will pay for you to get your graduate degree. So it's kind of something to look into if you're wanting to further your education for free. Does the Army cover the cost of the nursing program?
So the Army covers everything: your scrubs, your stethoscope, your books, your NCLEX. Of course, you do pay the $300, but then they reimburse you once you pass.
Okay, next question. What are the easiest and toughest parts for you or in general of being in the Army?
The easiest part? Damn, nothing's easy.
Oh, I got one.
What?
The Army will tell you what uniform to wear, where to go, right place, right time, right uniform. They literally tell you everything.
Sometimes they'll screw that up too.
And sometimes they screw it up.
TBH, they fuck up everything. It's true. Sometimes they'll be like, yeah, you gotta be here. And okay, so this one time they called us out for a formation, just in the barracks, right? And then they were like, you can be in civilians, because it was already at the end of the duty day. So we're standing there in civilians, and then our sergeant's like, what are you doing? You're supposed to be in your OCPs. You can't be in your civilians. So we went back up and changed, and then we come back down, and the first sergeant gets there, and there's still people in their civilians because they're allowed to be in civilians. I was like, this makes no fucking sense, but okay.
They control everything.
Yeah, they control everything. But okay, so the easiest part for me, I would say, would be making friends, I guess.
Really?
Yeah,
that's the hardest part for me.
It's hard, but you have to make friends here. Or if not, you're not gonna get through it, because you can't do this alone. You literally have to make a connection with at least someone. Like Haley and I, honestly, I didn't meet her till a month ago, and that's because I already graduated, my whole class was gone, and I needed a friend, and she was there.
And I'm already leaving, so
I know she's leaving, so now I don't have friends.
So yeah,
oh, Lord.
The cool thing about the Army is that you're going to make friends from all over the world. You're going to make friends that you normally wouldn't be friends with in the civilian sector. But what's hard is that the Army would just kind of snatch them away before you even know it. It's you get close to someone and then you move away because you're changing duty stations all the time.
Yeah. That and I think being away from my family is the hardest thing. I grew up so close to my sisters and my mom. So I'm the first one to leave home too, so being here is just hard.
I think what's harder for me is probably getting used to the structure. Before the Army, I lived a very wild and crazy life. I went through a wild phase, and then the Army really straightened me out and gave me a structured lifestyle, and I'm having to get used to that, whereas waking up early every morning.
How early?
Going to bed late.
How early?
4 a.m.
4 a.m.
it's you're waking up at 4 a.m. and I'm usually in bed and I'm usually asleep. So like that was really hard for me. Plus being away from family. Of course I love my family, but really I struggle adjusting to new schedules.
A new environment,
New
schedule.
And I'm awkward, so I don't make friends.
I'm awkward too, but that's why we're friends.
So that was it's hard. Plus you have to have motivation to stay physically fit.
Honestly, yeah, that's probably the easiest and hardest part. Like it makes no sense, but motivation, it either comes to you, like you wake up and you're motivated, or you wake up, you're not motivated, and you have to make yourself motivated.
Because you have to pass your PT test, and we're coming out with a new ACFT, so it's no longer just a 3-event PT test, it's a 6-event PT test.
Yeah.
So we have a year to build our bodies up to be able to pass this PT test.
I have to be able to do at least one pull-up. Dude, I can't even perfect my push-ups.
We're helping you.
I know.
She's gotten better. She's gotten really good. She's gotten really good.
I need all the help I can get. I hate working out. I mean, sometimes I like it because, after I get that rush, like that energy, that's probably why I can't sleep at night. Because we go to the gym from 7 to 9.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's really hard for me. It's just staying motivated to go to the gym. And you have to drink so much water.
You have to stay so hydrated. Like,
it's hot outside.
Yeah. You'll have, people passing out. I've, known females mostly that pass out. Yeah. I feel like, I don't know.
Someone died at my basic training. In front of us. Wait, they brought back to life. But he died. Because he was dehydrated. And, he croaked over.
Oh my god.
But they brought him back to life at the hospital because he wasn't hydrated when we kept telling him to drink water. Next thing you know, this dude
how do they know he died? He had no pulse?
He had no pulse. He has brain damage from no oxygen going to his brain.
Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
Where did you go to basic?
Fort Sill.
What time of year?
I went in August.
Oh shit.
It was hot.
I went to Fort Sill in January through April.
Do you know how hot it was?
Do you know how cold it was?
Yeah,
it was we would get sleet, and then there's people that would pass out because they were so cold, and you have to just drink so much water to just make sure your body can create heat.
Yeah.
And they would get frostbite on their nose, and then the command sergeant major would come up in the tent. Everybody would be by the little heater, right? And then he'd be like, "It's not even that cold." Yeah. And there's literally people passing out, and he's over here saying it's not even cold.
When we went, it was super hot, and then toward the very end, it got really cold. It was snowing, and they didn't want Echo battery. I know it's Easy Echo. It's the stereotype. So they were in their full winters whenever it was cold, and my battery, they were like, "Oh, we're not no fucking babies. We're gonna put you in your summer PT." So we were in summer PTs when there was literally ice on the ground.
Oh my god.
In summer PTs doing our PT.
That's so dangerous.
And my hands, they were blue and frozen. I was like, oh my god.
That is so dangerous. No, we had to qualify on our rifles, and people's fingers would get stuck to the trigger.
Oh no.
Yeah, their fingers would get stuck to the trigger, and dude, that's so dangerous. No, and then one of the days they had to cancel it, and we had other drill sergeants coming in vans picking us up because the buses couldn't come and get us.
Yeah.
And I was on crutches.
Oh, you were a tink?
I was a tink, and I was trying to get people's bags and their weapons and stuff, and then I froze for a minute, because it was so cold. I just had to stand there, and then literally the people in my platoon, they just came and got me because my drill sergeant, she was like, "Somebody help De Leon," and then so they grabbed all that stuff out of my hands, and then they threw me in the tent, and I had hella people just huddling over me, just hugging me, and I was I was kind of shook for a minute because I was like, what the fuck just happened? That was crazy. But yeah, you'll create good friends.
The fact that
everybody
huddled
helps
over
each other
you.
out.
Yeah. I actually love basic training.
Especially
I should have been a team.
The big dudes, they would carry all the body heat. I was just in the middle of all that. I was like, oh my god, what just happened?
They had me carrying the saw on one of our rug marches. I was like, you're going to pick one of the smallest females.
You have to prove that you were
carrying the saw. Mm-hmm. I didn't carry it the whole time, though. A quarter way through, I said, anyone volunteers tribute to take this from me?
And they took it? Yeah. That was nice.
One of the guys took it. I kept tripping. I'm very clumsy, so I kept tripping down the McMarch.
Which one was it?
The 16K.
Oh.
Well, I tripped on both the 12K and the 16K, but like, where you go in the middle of the night, basically. It's fucking dark, and they're walking on rocks and shit.
Fucking 4 a.m.
It's dark. My clumsy ass
so
is tripping.
Oh my gosh. I don't even want to remember that.
I love basic training though.
I loved it because it made me fit. It made my stomach super toned.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, you have to adjust to your new environment. So you're sleeping at a decent time. You're sleeping a lot, actually. I slept more at basic training than I slept here.
Yeah.
I slept so much at basic training.
I would be asleep by 10.
I was asleep by like fucking 8:30.
We'd wake up like around 4:30, not even 4. We'd wake up like at 4:30 and we'd be ready by 5. And like get the barracks inspected, and then they'd come in and tear our shit up.
Yeah. We had a hurricane banker come through, and they evicted the mills, and he like dumped sand all over the mill barracks and shit, and poured water all over the sand, and was like, if I find one fucking grain of sand, you're all fucked. Swear, how you gonna pour sand and pour water all over the barracks, and then smear shampoo and conditioner and toothpaste all over the walls?
Their shampoo and conditioner?
And they made them clean it in full battle rattle and the gas mask.
And the gas
mask. And they had to do PT in the gas mask.
Oh my gosh.
In the heat, doing PT.
I'm so glad I went during the winter, honestly. I'd rather deal with the cold than deal with the heat.
Oh, I hated the heat. Honestly, though, like, you learn how strong you really are, basic. And it's not that basic's physically hard, it's mentally hard. Because the point of being at basic training is to break you down, to build you right back up. And so you really learn what you can and cannot handle.
They tore me up.
Yeah.
Son.
But I'm thankful for it.
Horrible. I couldn't do a single push-up, like not even half-ass a push-up. That was horrible. And then by the time I left, I was able to do 20. And then in Fort Sam, I was able to do 31. And then I got here, and I'm back at 21.
That's because when you get to a phase 2 site and you have more freedom, you're like chilling.
Not just that, but like our PT,
it's a joke.
It kind of is. Like honestly, it's supposed to just to maintain what you already can do, but like our PT isn't enough to like push you.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah. Like you have to go to the gym. You have to do it on your own. But that's just for medical, like, or at least where we're at.
We're considered a soft skill.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say where we're at. I was like, don't be telling them where we're at.
No, we're considered a soft skill MOS. So
I know a lot of people
here is not as hard.
About medical. Like,
yeah, but we take care of them. So you're gonna get, if you join a medical MOS, you're gonna get a lot of shit from other MOSs saying, oh, you're with a bunch of babies, or it's easy. But we take care of them. So the army is the army is like a whole organism, a whole like fucking body, like, and you're a team. And so you think about it, you need every single part to function efficiently. And so when they make fun of you, just remember, you need every single part to function efficiently. So it's not the army without a medical field.
Yeah, because
a cyber field. Yeah, a medical field, cyber field, intel, infantry, artillery. So everything.
You have everything. If there's a job you want, the army probably has it.
Oh, there's even a scuba job.
Oh, and they have a band.
Yeah. Oh, they have a band. I almost joined the army band.
And what were you gonna play?
Clarinet.
Oh my gosh, it's so nerdy.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
But I did not.
Okay, next question. We're like definitely off topic.
We are. How does the nursing program differ from the rest of civilian programs? So Army nursing versus civilian nursing program.
Okay, so the LPN program in the civilian sector, it's usually like 2 years. Well, at least in California, like where I'm from, it was like at least 2 years. But here, they cram everything into 1 year, like 52 weeks, and then you get your license. So everything's fast-paced. You just have to be on it. And then A&P like anatomy and physiology was like the first 10 weeks, and then everything else after that was all like disease process and just clinicals.
A good way to describe it is drinking water from a fire hose. You just gotta take what you get. Honestly, you're not gonna get a lot.
You get no sleep. You will not sleep.
We crammed a almost 3-year program into from my job. So your PTA program could be between 2.5 and 3 years, and you're gonna cram it in so probably 6 months of phase 1. Wait, it was longer for us because we were holdovers and hold-unders for a while, but 6 months of phase 1, and then you have 2.5 months of phase 2. Phase 2 is just your hands-on training. So
it's 8 months?
It's supposed to be a total of 8 months. It's been a year for me because we were holdovers for the longest time, hold-unders for the longest time.
I've been here for a year and a half.
We had to take a pre-rec course. So the Army is really big about cramming a bunch of education into a very small amount of time.
Yeah.
I think it's efficient.
So, like, if you want to do a medical job, you have to really want it. Because if you fail out of the course, you're going to get stuck with whatever the Army needs. Like, if they need, like, what is it? The mechanics?
Yeah.
Yeah, if they need a mechanic, then you're going to end up being a mechanic. If they need signal, you're going to end up being signal.
There's a dishwashing job.
No way.
There's a laundry washing job. One of my battle buddies from basic, his MOS was like washing laundry. He had a $72,000 sign-on bonus. I was like,
$72,000?
Yes.
Dude, I didn't get anything.
I didn't either. They said your job is your bonus.
Oh my god, I know. They're like, you have a license. You can use it when you get out. And it's true. Like, I can go back home and I can still be an LPN. Without the Army. I can go ahead and get my RN. I can get my RN through the Army.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing that because that means I have to sign like for another 4 years. I'm only trying to do my 6-year contract and then that's it.
Oh, for us, they took away our certification for the PT program. So, because everyone kept failing the course, the last class only had like 4 people graduate, and in this class we had like
out of how many people?
I don't know. There's not a lot. I don't know. Probably like 30 something.
Everybody says you guys are like unicorns. You're so
we
rare.
are. Yeah, we're like unicorns. No one knows we exist. Like all my patients are like, oh my god, I didn't know that you existed. I thought it was a myth.
Yeah.
We're not. Like our MOS exists. It's just a very small,
like I wish
very small MOS. It's a very small MOS.
I like her MOS or her job just because like everything that she learned, she applies to the gym.
Mm-hmm. Well,
it's like she's my own personal trainer.
They actually are opening up a athletic training MOS, and it directly correlates with my job, so I'll be able to.
See, I would reclass,
transfer.
But I'm not trying to do another 4 years.
Oh, but with our job, like PTAs make good money in the civilian sector, and so the Army offers a bridge program where you can literally go to class for a few months, take his test, and then get certified as a PTA. And they make really good money in the civilian sector. But then they offer another bridge program where you can get your DPT, your doctorate in physical therapy. You don't have to take all these freaking unnecessary classes. Like the Army will literally say, oh, you're a PT specialist? Okay, do you want to get your doctorate in physical therapy?
Yeah.
And you can go get your doctorate in physical therapy.
That's so cool.
They offer so many opportunities. Next question, do you regret joining the Army? And what has been the best and worst part?
Okay, so no, I don't regret joining the Army because at the end of this, my mom will have her citizenship. I have my GI Bill. I have my license. So, it really was beneficial towards me, so.
You'll have a lot of security.
Yeah, I'll have a lot to fall back on, honestly. And then if I get out and I don't like working in the civilian sector, I can always come back.
Come right back.
Or I can work for the Army as a civilian.
I love that I joined the Army.
I don't want to do that.
I love that I joined the Army. I think it's been the best thing I've ever done. Oh, what has been the best and worst part of you being in the Army?
Okay, so the best part, I guess the best part is that I've got to experience different locations already because I've never really been outside of California.
It's cool for me because I'm from Arkansas, like a very small town. We got like 2 stoplights. It's very small. And so I'm able to experience San Antonio and downtown San Antonio.
Yeah, like I've never
so
got to see that before.
In Georgia, and now I'm only going around the road.
Yeah.
So
And then you know, like up the road, like it's still a nice
It's
town.
still a
Like,
beautiful
it's really pretty.
state. You're experiencing so much, and you have the opportunity to go to Germany and Korea and Italy, and there's so many things that you can do. Hawaii. One of my best friends is in Hawaii right now, and she's being stationed there. Like there's so many things that you can do, so many places you can see.
Yeah. And then if you go overseas, they pay you more.
They do pay you more.
And you get to stay there for a year.
Let's say you don't like your first duty station. They don't tell you this. Within a year of being at your first duty station, you can apply for a change of station.
That's
and
what I'm
you,
gonna be doing.
yeah, and you, if you let's say you don't want to go to your duty station, like I don't want to be here, give it a year. If you don't like it, apply for a change of station. Go to Korea, go to Germany, go to Hawaii,
Go to Italy.
Go to Italy.
The worst part, like I said, is just being away from home, because honestly, California is just so pretty compared to where I am right now. There's like the closest beach is like 2 hours away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and where I'm from, I was like 15 minutes away from the beach.
This is the closest I've ever been to the beach.
Are you serious?
The closest beach from Arkansas is probably like 9.5 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm sorry. Okay, next question.
What is your rank right now?
My rank is PFC because I've been in the Army for a year and 7 months already.
And grade.
Time and grade, and I had to pass my PT test to get this home.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, I could have gotten it in January, but I failed my PT test. It's embarrassing, but honestly, like...
It happens. Everyone's gonna experience it.
Yeah, it was my run. I failed my run time. And so I had my sergeants help me, and I passed.
If you were struggling with PT, there's so many people out there that will help you.
Yeah.
They're gonna help you.
So,
I am an E4, a specialist, which is right below an NCO, an E5, a sergeant.
I'm below her.
And depending on where you go, if you come in as a specialist, if you go to a small base and you're at a small clinic, let's say you are in a medical MOS, if you go to a small clinic, then you are going to probably be promoted to an NCOIC, which is an NCO in charge. It's going to be promoted to an E5. Depends on where you go.
Yeah, like the promotion points aren't that much.
No.
Like, it's really easy.
It's really hard to actually rank up in my MOS.
Oh, really? I
There's
think
only
for us, it's like they'll literally, to the specialist, they'll be like, oh yeah, like, here you go. Just hand it to them.
there's only like maybe 14 E7 slots for my MOS in the entire
that's
army.
crazy.
In the entire army.
That's so crazy.
It's very small. Oh, and we're unicorns. Don't
Yeah.
exist. Okay, next question is, was it hard? I don't know if they're referring to basic training or school.
And in general,
Just
the
being
army
in the
in
army
general, yeah, it's hard. Honestly, like the army in general, yeah, it's hard. But if you stay motivated, then you'll get through it. Honestly, that's it. It's just motivation.
I don't think it's hard for me. For me, because everyone's different. For me personally, I like it, but I also like the whole idea of being paid to work out and be physically fit. Like that, I love that. But then again, if you're in a job that you love, then it's like you're not even working. It's like I love my job, so I enjoy it every single day.
It's just because we have no freedom. Like, I mean, we do have freedom, but they make decisions for us.
So once you're out of training, you have more freedom. So we've already graduated, so we have a lot more freedom than other people that are still in training. So like, we're not gonna sugarcoat it. When you're in training, it's gonna suck.
I don't have to do PT no more until I get to my next duty station.
So yeah, when you're in training, it's gonna suck. You just gotta be able to take authority really well and just suck it up.
Yeah, like if you don't take authority really well, just don't join. Because you're going to make it even worse for everybody else, because you'll just end up ruining it. Because then you're either going to rebel and fuck it up, and now everybody's in trouble.
Or if you don't take authority well and you know you're heading down a bad path, if you do join, you really need to like take this as a chance to grow and be more mature and really get your head on right. Like, you got to have a good head on your shoulders. I know some people that joined and they were in a bad place. They rebelled all the time, but they grew up to be sergeant majors because the army taught them that they can do good, that they can be a part of something that's bigger than themselves.
Yeah, but you just have to really want it. Like, that's it. Like, if you really want it, you can do it.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like anyone could be in the Army. You just gotta put that effort in.
Yeah. It just takes effort. It takes motivation.
I get questions all the time about my job and my MOS from like random people because I have a public profile, so people just see that I post about my job and what I do.
Yeah. I don't know, like I had one of my cousins, she asked me to help her out to join. When I had questions, I asked my older cousin, so shout out to her, because without her, I don't know what I would have done. Because honestly, like sometimes recruiters will try to screw you over, and you just have to walk in there and tell them like, hey, this is the job that I want, and I'm not gonna join unless that's the job that I get.
Don't let them screw you over.
Yeah.
Do not. If you come and you're like, I want this job and say it's not available, wait it out. It's not worth going. It is not worth going to some MOS AIT school, and doing the job that you fucking hate.
Yeah, like
when you can be doing
sign
a job
up just to waste your time. Like, don't waste your time.
No, I love my job. I'm so happy I chose my job. If I would have chosen something else, like Charlie, I would hate it.
Charlie is LPNs. Yeah. By the way.
68 Charlie, 68 Fox.
Like, see, and I love it because I love helping people get better. Like, I'm a healer. That's who I am.
It's very rewarding because my patients will come in fresh out of surgery. They can't walk. They can't do anything. And they can't even bend their knee. Their range of motion is awful. And then by the time they leave my clinic and the time they're done working with me, they're walking, they're running, they're squatting. Yeah. They're perfectly fine. And so it's really cool to see milestones and like help someone get where they need to be.
Yeah.
So you take
and their family sees that too, and you get to see like that emotion that they go through, like the fact that they're happy that
they leave you guys and come to us. It's like you're taking care of them when they are literally.
She gives me a break.
Huh?
I'm like, you give me a break. I'm like, here, take my patient.
Yeah. Like their patients come down to us. Like once they leave.
Or they come up to my patient. There's some people that like they're bedridden and all they can do is just come up there and help
called
them.
inpatient. I've done that. I didn't like it.
You don't like? Oh yeah, you said you didn't like inpatient. I don't like. See, that's the thing. Like me, I like inpatient. I don't like doing clinic like stuff.
See, I like being in the clinical setting because I like my patients being more independent, and I don't mind working. Of course, like I love working with patients regardless. I just love seeing my patient be independent and doing stuff on their own, whereas if they are inpatient, they're usually bedridden, and that makes me sad.
Yeah, I mean it is sad, but like
I couldn't be doing your job because I feel like that is a lot to take on. Like being a nurse, you're dealing with their life is literally in your hands.
Yeah, so
and
like
I can't.
You have to be like strong, like emotionally strong. You have to have such a good heart to do nursing. Because if you don't have a good heart, then don't be doing nursing. There's nurses that like literally after a while, like they don't even care anymore. And it's like the whole point of nursing is that you have to care. Like that, like how you tell me like your patient who still had blood on his gown. Like I can't honestly. Like all my patients, I change them every day. I give them a bath every day.
That broke my heart.
Yeah, like what the fuck? What kind of shit is that? Like just if you're not gonna do the job right, don't even do it. Like do something that you know you're gonna enjoy.
If you can change the life of one patient, then you've done your job.
Exactly. Even the family, like
even the family.
I've had family come and thank me, give me cards and stuff, like, and it makes me feel so appreciated because then I know I'm making a difference in someone's life, like, and that's all I want to work for.
I've had patients come tell me, if it weren't for what you did, I wouldn't be here running. I wouldn't be here walking, and I'm thankful that I can get this person, this soldier, this family member back to duty. I like being able to have this soldier come to me and like swallow their pride and say, I need help.
Like you have that trust, that relationship, and that's so important to some people because they don't have that kind of thing like at home. And
if you're working with someone in the same uniform as you, if you're working with a fellow soldier, you gotta have patience because they're gonna think that they're all tough and hard and they don't need help and they can just push themselves. You gotta remind them, take a step back. You gotta help them be patient because it's hard being in uniform, being active duty, not being able to do your job because you feel helpless. Yeah, because a lot of soldiers, they'd rather just deal with the pain than to actually go get checked, get an x-ray just to see like what's wrong. They don't do that. That was me. I didn't want to go. Like during basic training when I got like that stress reaction on my femur,
Like, I did not want to go.
When you go to basic training, when you join the Army, most people are joining not in the best shape of their life. They're not used to running miles and miles a day, not used to rucking miles and miles and holding all this weight. And that was also me. Well, they give you the iron pills, and I didn't take them.
You didn't
and
take the prenatals?
I didn't. And because I didn't take them, I had stress fractures all down my knees, my tibias and my my tibias and my fibulas. I had stress fractures all down my legs. I couldn't walk because my body wasn't used to it.
Yeah.
So before you join, take the time to get used to running.
Yeah,
get
like
used to
eat healthier.
Eat healthy, yes.
Exercise more. I wasn't athletic. I never did sports before. Like,
right?
I wouldn't even do PE in high school. Like, I would ditch that class so much. And I come here and all I do is exercise.
And if you're a female, take the prenatal pills. I didn't take them, and it hurt me. Like, because you're losing blood, you're losing iron, you're losing nutrients that's good for your bones.
All you do is sweat.
All you do is sweat. All you do is run, walk, ruck, and you need
push-ups.
You need the nutrients and you need the iron from the pills. Yeah, because you need it.
They smoke you so much.
I hurt myself. It's my fault, and I didn't get help until I went to my phase 1 at Fort Sam. I didn't get help until then, and I was a tink for a handful of months. But like, I'm better now. Now I can pretty much max my run.
Even now, I still don't go, like, to get my stress reaction checked out, because it still bothers me. Some days I'm good, some days it still bothers me, but I mean,
yeah,
I'm not going. Like, it's just everything, like, from the way you eat to, like, setting that waking up and, like, sleeping routine, you know, like, how much weight, you lost weight or did you gain weight?
I lost over 20 pounds at basic. Like, I was not in the best shape of my life when I joined the Army, and I lost probably like 23 pounds, like 22, 23 pounds during basic, and I've just been gaining muscle ever since. Ever since I got off crutches, ever since I've been like healthy and better, and I went through my own physical therapy and I healed, and ever since then I've been able to pretty much max my run, max my push-ups.
Not me.
Can't max my sit-ups.
See, I can do sit-ups, but running and push-ups, that's not my thing.
I've gotten so much better at it because I learned how to push myself, but not push myself too much.
Yeah.
Listen to your body.
Definitely listen to your body. Yeah.
It'll tell you if you've had enough.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
But yeah, so if you have any more questions, you can go ahead and DM us. I don't mind. Or if you would like me to make another Q&A video, I could do that too. You know, don't judge me too much on my first video. I mean, I can take criticism, but like, come on.
No judgment.